it's Debbie with Kip's Corner. I'm back and I'm really excited to flip through the finished Imagine journal. Imagine is a black and white-ish themed journal that I used primarily a kit from Tracy Fox, LoveJunkJournals on Etsy, and I used her kit called Silhouette. So this is Imagine, and she's done. And I know I've been recording this sort of throughout the process, and I know that the last few steps I was not able to record. I was able to finish, but not record. And there were also some things throughout the process that I didn't record. So if there's anything that you see that I've done in here that you want to see video of, or any process that you want me to explain in more detail, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to record something next time around. So here we go. Okay, you've seen the front of this probably a bazillion times. Well, maybe not a bazillion, but you've seen it a lot because I've shown it to you, I think, every time I kind of did a video once it was done. She's got silver corners now. Let's see, you can get that in there. Yep, she's got silver corners, a knob closure, and a little jewelry. This is a locket with a butterfly on the front and just a little bead dangle that I've got added to the outside. The back fabric, there's a nice look. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Is an embossed sort of fabric. Got more lace on the back, and that's it. The closure is sari silk. It's a cream colored sari silk, and it is beautiful. And she's a little chunkier than I had wanted her to turn out to be, but yeah, so be it. All right, let's dive in. Am I in frame? Yay. Okay. The inside front cover and the inside back cover, I've used a vintage handkerchief. I feel like this is going to become sort of my signature. I love using them for pockets in that particular space. And there's just some absolutely gorgeous vintage handkerchiefs out there. Readily available, easy to find. And so that's what I've used there. Oh, just a little pin there that says, what does it say? It says fragile. Yeah, she's not fragile. Okay, and then I've got two tags. One is just a tag that I've done really nothing to other than ink the edges and add some sari silk and a grommet at the top, or an eyelet at the top. This is from the Silhouette kit. I've backed it with some craft cardstock, so it's fairly thick. This is black cardstock that I just made the tag from. Sari silk on the top. This is just a die that I have. It's like a brick wall kind of die. Cheesecloth on the back, a vintage button, and a flower from a piece of fabric that I've got. Turned out really cute. On the this book has 3 signatures in it and approximately 128 pages. And in the first signature of each, I've added a little dangle here. This is a bumblebee. And I've also added some crochet trim onto the edge of each one of the signatures. And I will link to this printout. I think this is the one, the birds is the one from TheOldDesignShop. I will double check that and link that below. Just a little stencil here on some tea-dyed paper. This is an envelope that I have just added let's see if I can get it off here. Just added a butterfly to, a die-cut butterfly, and it's just an envelope. I don't have anything in it, but you certainly can put whatever you wanted in it. And then I've got a little Tim Holtz index clip here holding her on. This is a printout from a book of mine that's butterflies. And I've just done some stenciling on top of this encyclopedia page. More tea-dyed paper. I made this in one of the videos. It's made from 2 envelopes put together, and it's a pocket here on the outside. And this is just a little card backed with some tea-stained paper that you can write a little note on and add it to the back of that. Another pocket here. This is a printout from VectoriaDesigns. I got these printouts and some I'll come to them. Another pocket from Tracy's kit, and I've just added a die cut mushroom onto the top and just a little sewing around the edge. This is another tag made from black cardstock. It's a textured cardstock backed with craft cardstock. So it's nice and sturdy. Sari silk here on the tip with an eyelet. And then I just made a little baby mini tag. And this tag is actually affixed on here, and put a silhouette of a little branch, some sari silk at the bottom with a little zigzag stitch just running across the bottom. Turned out cute. Then this is the page from a black and white tree book that I've got, and it just lent itself so nicely to being right there in the center. Beautiful. This is a die cut from TheOldDesignShop. I put it on that same black cardstock. It's got a little bit of texture to it. I added some more of the silver wax to it. I wanted to pull some of the silver wax in through the book that was on the front of the cover. And then this is just a little ATC card. This is a little ATC card set that I printed from, that I got from VectoriaDesigns. And I've backed it with some craft cardstock and just inked around the edges a little bit. And then this is a little tuck spot. So I can just tuck right in there. This is a parchment paper. This is exactly what the paper comes looking like. It's really pretty. And then I used it to print out those postcard designs. Here's the other half of the little folder, and I've just added a little circle tag in there. Put a little sari silk on the end with an eyelet, and just slips right in there. I say with trouble. It got stuck on the flap. Okay. This is a stamp on top of the encyclopedia page. The back half of that butterfly book. More tea-dyed paper. And another bird. This is the back half of the other bird. This is a pocket that I've made with a book page, some crochet trim, a vintage button, and the back has, this is a black and white napkin that I've got that I just decoupaged onto the back of that page. This is a card from, so you say Embark on one side and Story on the other. It's a card from a Tim Holtz set. And then this is just a little tag that I made. The background was this from the Silhouette kit. And I just added some book paper, I think that says Train Check, and a little die cut butterfly and a flower, sari silk on the end. And now we are to the end of our first signature and the beginning of our second. Here, I've just added another one of those flowers that I showed you. Let me show you. There, just a subtle little flower tucked over there. That's the same flower that is on that tag, and I've got a couple of them in this book. And the bubble on this one is a little leaf. Got a stamp here in the corner. On the inside of that page. And this is another one of the postcard printouts from the VectoriaDesigns paper. This is a cardstock coloring book that's all floral that I have, that I've made a pocket out of. This has got a pocket on both sides. It's just a large, a nice large pocket. I've used more of that black and white paper from my tree book here, and then just added a little journal card in the pocket. There's that bird, more birds. This is another pocket made from the Silhouette kit. This brownish paper back here in the background is actually a tea bag, a dried tea bag, just ripped apart, and then a silhouette of a butterfly that I've affixed there. And then inside the pocket, I just have a little card here with some florals on it, a little mini tag with some silhouettes on it, and some zigzag sewing, and just backed with cardstock paper. And then I've also got, this is from the Silhouette kit too, so I just made a little circle out of this and just tucked it in here back behind. These pages are from, it's called Paperscapes. It's a series. The book comes, each one of these pages is already die cut for you. You just have to pop out the negative space here. And so I've went through and pulled out, the series has 4 books in it: butterflies, flowers, trees, and birds. And so I went through and pulled out the quote-unquote black and white, some of the imagery in those books, and then put a few of them together. So this is a white flower. And then it still has, you can still read all about it. You can see whatever flower is that. What was it? Southern Magnolia. More tea-dyed paper. More stamping. Just a flower stamped there on that dictionary page. This is a piece of, it's from the wallpaper pack from Tim Holtz. And I've just trimmed it, kind of cut it into a little shape. And then on the back side, added some, this is craft colored painter's masking paper. It's very thin and it's great to work with in that kind of, using it for that type of thing. This is a die cut. It's the slots die cut from, I believe it is also from Tim Holtz. And I've just backed it with a solid black cardstock. This top piece is a die cut that I used a piece of scrapbook paper from. I've added this little butterfly, came from the Silhouette kit in Tracy's kit. And then this is another die cut I have. It's a little leaf that I've just added on here. Then I've put in here some more of the words from the Tim Holtz card. It's a card. I'll have to look and see what the name of it is. It's a little tiny, the whole set is just a bunch of these little baby cards. Play and hello, and there's a little ticket. It's a printout from, I don't remember if that's in Silhouette or if that's from one of the other kits I've got. And then a little mini baby tag that I just inked the back of. And that also is from the Silhouette kit. And I just put a little string on the end. So I thought that was cute. This paper it's a gorgeous handmade paper that you can completely see through the back side. So what I did is I added another piece of that painter's masking paper and then just did a little collage here on the corner. This is music paper, a little floral card, and a little embroidered sort of flower. And that is my center. And then on the back side, I did the same thing over here. More of the masking paper, music, a little ticket, and a little label. That label is from the Silhouette kit also. And I've just added a stamp to this side. And this is just a tree printout from, it's from one of the vintage books online that are royalty-free images to use. Maybe the Met might be where I got that. I thought it was just a really neat tree limb. And this is the back side to that wallpaper piece. The back side to the dictionary, and I've added another stamp here. This pocket was made, this piece on top, the sunflower piece on top, I think those are sunflowers, yeah, is I die cut it with my Cricut using the print then cut feature, and then I added it to a piece of tea-dyed paper, and then I've got that backed with a piece of cardstock. So this pocket has some stability to it, and I've just sewn around the outside edge and then just glued it onto the tea-stained paper. Here's another one of those Paperscapes sheets, and this one is the Scarce Swallowtail. Another one of the birds. And this is the back side to that pocket. And I've just added in here, this is a little card from a kit. Again, I think it's Tracy's kit, but I'll double check and link it below. And I've just done some stenciling on the inside and added a little leaf silhouette. And that just goes in there like so. And there's the back side to that coloring book. This is an envelope that's in the kit, and I've lined it with just some a thin scrapbook paper, and then I just got in here one of the little T cards from, or ATC cards from the VectoriaDesigns kit. And I used Distress Oxide, I can't talk today. I used Distress Oxide ink, and then I added some water to the back of it just to give it some sort of age spots. And so I thought that turned out kind of fun. Made it look old. And it's a little ledger book, so it's cute. And then I've just got, this is a little baby mini clip here that I've got it up there. And now we're to the end of the neck, a second signature. I've got another one of those little half flowers down here. And the bauble on this one is a little butterfly. Added another stencil here on the inside page. More tea stained paper. Another printout. Not sure where that one's from. I'll try to figure that out. Another wallpaper page. Some music page. This is an Edith Holden sheet in the background. Another pocket from the Silhouette kit with one of the, this is a faux tea card, some sari silk, cheesecloth, little stitching, and then another one of the tags. Again, I didn't do anything to that one, it's just printed out. Distressed on the edges, backed with craft colored cardstock, added the sari silk and the eyelet. And then this is another one of the Paperscapes pages. This is the Dragon Swallowtail. This is a pocket made with book page and a black and white napkin. It's the same napkin that I used on one of the other pockets earlier in the book. It's a gorgeous napkin. And then this is just a tag, oops, that I've just put a little butterfly, some tea bag paper, and cheesecloth down on the bottom of that one. Let's see if I can get that in and out of there without bumping the camera. There's another stamp. I think I said stencil before. Stamp. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Stamp. More tea stain paper. This is an envelope from Target Dollar Spot. Had these springtime envelopes. It's got the window here. Came that way. It's a seed envelope, and I've just distressed it and added some scraps to the front and a little flower printout, some cheesecloth. And then again, this is a little card on the inside. I've just got it backed with some kind of creamy colored scrapbook paper. And just clipped it on here, right there. There's a bird from one of those Paperscape books, magpie. Added a stamp here. This is another book page pocket. It's just got a label down here at the bottom, a vellum sticker, some cheesecloth, sewing. This has got some white gesso splattered on it. Sari silk, vintage button, and some zigzag sewing, and then just some crazy sewing over here on the side. You probably can't see that very well. This is another tag from the kit that I just added some butterfly silhouettes, some music paper, and some cheesecloth. Another one of those ATC cards, just backed. And then this is a baby fold over tag. This is folded in the middle, and it's got images on both sides. I just added a little miniature label down here at the bottom, and that fits in there just like that. Backside of the music paper, backside of the Edith Holden page, the music sheet, and the backside to the wallpaper paper. And just some more tea-dyed paper, and now we're to the end. The stencil I used here on the inside, you can't read it very well. I know what it says. It talks about creativity and it's okay to make mistakes and take chances, get your hands dirty. Creativity is not a competition. get messy. And so it's just a nice little saying. It's the same stencil that I use on the text that's in the background of the front cover. And so I thought it would be nice to sort of end the book with that, even though it is very hard to read. It says, there's beauty in simplicity. It is not just about something. Anyway, it's just a nice little saying that's really hard to read. And then on the back side of the signature here, I've got another one of those little flowers. Another pocket, made from the same vintage handkerchief. I basically just cut the handkerchief in half. And then back here I've got, this is a tag that I made, again, embossed the paper, backed it with tea stain, added just a little bit of the circle from Tracy's, one of the circles in Tracy's kit. This is a little metal heart and some cheesecloth in the background. And then another one, I added a little silhouette of a plant, and it's another one of those fold over tags that has images on the back. And then I've got one more card in here that you can write on. That is a vintage floral image. And that's it. That's what's in the back pocket. And she's done. She's done. This took a lot longer than it needed to, and hopefully the next book I make I've already got actually a couple ideas. I do have to get a wedding picture album done for my son and daughter-in-law who've been married a year now, so I've got to get that done. That's next on the agenda. And then I have another book that I'm actually really excited about the other book that I'm going to make because it's a cool idea I have. I'm not going to share it with you yet, but consider yourself teased. It's a neat idea. That's it. That's all I've got. I want to thank you so much for watching this series and for sticking with me. And if you have any questions at all, or like I said before, if there's anything that I did that you didn't get to see or can't find in any of the videos that are up for this series, please let me know in the comments, and I am happy to record it for you. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing. We're getting really close to 1,000, so maybe there's something cool coming up for that too. But thank you. I really appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.